Hi, my name is Elaine Marsden, and in this video we're going to look at the new template editor at emarketing 17.2 and some of the changes that are now available in the editor. So first of all, I'm in my Act database and we'll just take a look at the emarketing section on the left hand side, which opens up this window where you can access the template editor, you can manage your groups, you can send an email and indeed look at your report. The lower half of the window on the left you can see call lists, and I've just recently sent out an email to several thousand of my contacts, and those that have engaged and in fact opened that email, all 391 of them, are showing on the right hand side. And call lists are an extra service but well worth getting if you're going to be using full functionality, because of course you can see all of those people who've engaged and clicked on those links in your email template. So without further ado, let's come up and click Customize and Email to go to the template editor. So from the template manager, you can actually see the templates you've created, or if you look at the drop down here you can see the stock templates. And one of the things that I would recommend you do if you're starting out is go through and have a look at all the templates and see which ones suit and copy those ones into your own library, and then you can start to edit them. And the ones that I'm going to recommend are the ones with this little orange label, because those templates are compatible with mobiles and iPads, and you really need to make sure your templates look good on mobile technology. So I would go through and take a look at all the different categories and search out for those templates that have in fact have got the label on them. And when you've found the ones that you like, just take that template and copy it to your own library. So for example, this professional letter, I'm going to click the pencil, and as you can see, this now enables me to copy it. So first of all, I'll have to select a category or add a new name. So it's good to get organized. I've got several categories of types of templates, Act ones, and the one that I'm going to choose is my Hangouts for Business one, and then I'm going to give it a name. I'll just call it Training for now, and then click Edit. So that's how you can get one of those stock templates and copy it into your own template library, which of course is divided up into sections. Template editor is made up of the following sections. You've got styles, you've got layout, you've got images and files. But I'm going to start off by looking at the text editor. To access that, come over to the right hand side, this large orange A, select it, and you're now in text editing mode. Any text can now be changed. Now the teaser text is really useful. Put something interesting there, because often that's all people see before they open your message. Then underneath this picture you can put some text. You can literally just type anything you want in there. Now what I normally do with this text here is I normally write what I'm going to put in the email in a Word document and then just copy it into the template. I find it a bit easier. So here's some text I created earlier. I'll just grab that, copy that, and come back over here and highlight all of this here now and just paste in the text. As you can see, the text is all center aligned. So what I want to do is highlight that and make sure that in fact I use the option to left align it. And while you're in this mode, there's lots of other things you can do. You can make the text bold, and you can add hyperlinks, which I'll show you in a minute. But the thing that's really, really useful is being able to add merge fields. Now I need to click away, otherwise all that text will be deleted. And then I'm going to come up to the top line here, and I'll probably need to highlight it to bring the toolbar up, but let's do that. There it is. Insert Mail Merge field, and the one I want is first name. Now that's reversed it, but that's not a problem. Let me just get rid of hi, put it on the other side there and add a space, and in fact I'm going to space this out a bit, and you can do the same thing. And when you're happy with that, you need to click the orange button to return to layout mode. One of the great things about the new template editor is that you can undo your changes. So I've just added a couple of hyperlinks to the text, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. But as long as you're not in text editing mode, you can come up to the undo button and undo. And it undoes all the changes you've made. It's not just restricted to one. So that's really useful. So let's come back into text editing, and I'll show you how to add a hyperlink. So I would like this to be hyperlinked, so I'm going to highlight that text. You can see you've got the toolbar appear, click the link, and in here type in the URL that you want your readers to go to. You can change the font colour. Let's change it to a nice orangey colour, and when you're happy with that colour, click submit. And there you can see that's now a hyperlink. I might do the same with this word here, video. I'll just double click the word video, click the link, type in the URL, change the font colour if I want. Let's change it to a red colour this time, and submit. Easy as that. And don't forget, when you've made your text changes, return to layout mode. So what if you want to add a hyperlink to one of the pictures that you've got in your email? This one, for example, just click the picture, and above the picture to the top left-hand corner, you can see the add link to image. Click that, and in there you can type some alternate text if you like. Just put web site in there, and I'm going to paste in there the URL and then update. And when somebody clicks on that, it will go directly to the website. And we've made quite a few changes to the text and to links now. So when I've made some changes, I'm going to click the Save button. Let's take a look at some of the other things that you can do with the image. When you hover over the image, the tools appear at the top where you can delete the image. You can add the link that we did earlier. You can link to a file. So if somebody clicks on that image, it could go to a PDF file, for example. And here you can edit the image. And when you click the edit image, you can see there's a photo editor, and you can do all kinds of different things, cropping the picture, changing the orientation, resizing it, all sorts of things for you to experiment with there. So I'll close out of that. The next thing I'm going to talk about is how to upload your own images to the template editor. So let's come over to the images section, and you can see there's two tabs. There's My Images and Stock Images. So there's all kinds of different images available for you to swap them out. So let's say, for example, I wanted to change the image that's already there with one of the stock images. I'll just select it and just drag the image onto the template. It's as easy as that. But I want to come along to My Images right now, and I'm going to click this orange download button, select it, and then I'm going to go and browse onto my computer to go and find an image. But first of all, I need to find a category for it. Hangouts for Business, select that category, browse to images, and here I'm going to scroll down and find an image that I'd like to select and open. And when that image has been added, I'll just hit close, and now you can see that that image that I've just downloaded is showing. Let's just scroll down and we can see it there. And I'm just going to grab it and drop it onto the template. As simple as that. If you want to attach a PDF to a template, come over to Files, click the upload button, go and choose a category to put the PDF in, select browse, and then come along and find a PDF, or in fact it could be an image, it could be anything really, as long as it's not too large a file size. And once you've found your PDF that you're happy with, select it and open, and once that's finished uploading you'll get a tick to say it's been done. Click close. Now with the PDFs, if you want to attach them to a picture, it's easy. Select the picture, and what you'll see is at the top left hand corner this icon here to insert link to file, and then you can choose the PDF that you want, highlight it, and then submit, and that now is attached to that image. If you want to have a PDF that comes off text, for example, click here, you will need to go into text editing mode, so select that, and in text editing mode you can highlight a word or even a sentence, and then select the insert document, and you can choose any of the PDFs that you have, highlight them of course first of all, and once you've done that, hit submit. And then don't forget to return to layout mode. Now let's take a look at the last couple of options. You've got styles and layouts. So with styles, you can drag any of the attributes onto the template, and you get options to choose what part of the template you want to update. So if I click this colour, black, you can obviously add your own colours there, but I'll choose black, drag it on there, and you can choose, do you want to add that colour to the whole template, or just that block, or just that row? So I'm going to say apply it to the whole template, and we'll see what happens there. Not a lot. Let's try that again. Select, that's better. And what's happened now, all the text has gone black as well. So let me just come down and take a little look at that and see if we can put that text to white. So I'm going to drag white onto that now, and as you scroll up you can see you've got the option to apply that colour to the font, so entire template, and there you can see that's all white on a black background. Not particularly the best colour combination, but you get the idea. So you can play around with borders, with styles of borders, with particular fonts. So if I wanted to change the font to Georgia, I'll drag that, drop that onto the template, and there's the options. Is it just going to be that block or the entire template? Let's go for the entire template, and that's now all been converted to Georgia. Same with the font size, it's really easy, just experiment with this. So with the layout section, this enables you to add predefined rows or blocks to your template, and you can see all the options there. You've got 2 columns, single columns, and 3 columns. So if I wanted to add, let's say, 2 columns with pictures, let me just pick that up and drag it onto the template, and now I can choose to add some images. I'll just go and find some of my images there. Like that image to that one to that. There we are. They're not quite the right size, so I don't really like that. Let's just add this one across twice. And then if I want to, I can use the plus to duplicate blocks. So I can duplicate that row. And if I choose to undo that, I could use the undo, or literally delete that block. Yes, please. And with these arrows I can move the blocks around, so I can actually move them up and down, and really very easy to manipulate them. So let me just get rid of this block now as well. Yes, and I also want to get rid of that one. And so there you can see it's really easy to add blocks and move them around in the new template editor. Once you're happy with the template and you've saved it, now you can come back over to Act and come over to send an email. And once that pops up on the screen, you've got several options there. You can send to the current contact, you can send to a lookup of contacts. I've got a group of 18 people there that I could send this to, or one of your dynamic Act groups that you've created. You can use one of the groups that you've set up. some dynamic rules. And don't forget to make sure you put a subject line in there, otherwise it won't send. Pick the template you want to use from the list. And if you can't see your template, click Refresh Template List, schedule to send it, or send it right now. Make sure you've got a tick in there to certify that you've read and agree with the anti-spam policy, and click OK to send your first template. And when you've created your template, you've sent your e-shot out, go and have a look at the reports, because it's really exciting to see exactly who's opened and clicked on links, and the information comes through almost straight away. There's a lot of activity in that first hour, so all your reports will be available. You can take a look, you can see the open rate, so you can see how many people have clicked, how many bounces, if there are any opt-outs. All that information is really valuable because that will help you plan future campaigns. So thanks very much for listening. This is Elene Marsden. Please get in touch if you need any help with your ACT email marketing. Thank you.